What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday night. It is me, Big Mike Laro, here on Edge of Philly. Phillies final, or fighting final tonight. Phillies win 7-4 over those Colorado Rockies. Uh, man, we're going to kick right into it. Guys, uh, Phillies are starting to roll. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. And Bryce is really starting to heat up. Wow. Key little nuggets from this game for me are the bullpen, 1 run over 5 innings. Not too shabby. So, hey, it was what it was going to be with Ranger. If anybody thought he was going to go 7 innings and, 8 strikeouts and whatever. But, Ranger had a nice little solid outing to him. We're going to start it off. Of course, the pitching matchups were Ranger Suarez and Lambert for the Colorado Rockies. Ranger goes 4 innings, gives up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. I'll take that in his first start. He's only going to get better going forward. Lambert only lasted 3 in the third, giving up 2 hits, 0 runs, and 5 Ks. Phillies, man, they got to cut back on these strikeouts, I think. Just a little bit, man. Just a little tiny bit. I'm sorry, Mark. You're right. You said 5 in a row now. You're right. I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. It's 5 in a row. So let me bring this up here. There's Steve saying the bullpen hitting its stride. Mark corrected me, saying 5 in a row. Wayne Miller said, isn't it 5 in a row now? It is. Our boy Joey Woods checking in. You keep on Phillies going streaking. Okay, Joey. Oh, I keep my clothes on. Phillies going streaking. Oh, of course. I don't think anybody and their mama wants to see that. But guys, listen here, man. Just a quick little recap of this game going on. Phillies jump right on, man. Nick Castellanos singles in Trey Turner, and Phillies take a quick 1-0 lead in the top of the first. They would go on to score 4 runs in this top of the first inning. And I'll tell you what, I'm loving the top of this lineup, guys. I don't know about you guys. I'm really starting to love it. Trey Turner's starting to turn the wheels a little bit more here at the top of that lineup. Bryson Stott's, trying to calm down a little bit. Wayne says Harper is hot. Nicky's still rolling. Yeah. This was the kind of Castellanos I hope we were going to get last year. That's why I was so pumped about him being signed here. Or, the Phillies actually signing him because I knew what type of player they were getting in him. So, so bottom of the first, Castellanos, like I said, he rips a single to the left. Bryce scores. Alec Bohm would knock in Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos. The Phillies would take a 3-0 lead. And then Cody Clemens would ground out, and he would knock in Kyle Schwarber to give the Phillies a 4-0 lead here in the top of the first. And I'll tell you what, man, Ranger looked good coming out. He really didn't run into trouble. I mean, he had a good first inning, kind of knocked him out. Joey Wood says, any concern for Soto and if the mound visit leads to something more? I guess you'll have to find out on that. I did not listen to Rob Thompson's post-game because I was prepping, getting ready for you guys. Unfortunately, I'll get into where I was a little later, but no, here about so hey, hopefully we'll see what happens if there is. Mark says, big stick, Nick. Yes. I'm loving the fact that Castellanos is really, really having a good year. This is the type of year. This was the Nick Castellanos that I was expecting last year. Again, I kind of gave him a mulligan for how late he got in last year, and it seemed like he was just behind the ball. So, my boy Rob checking in. Let's get that sweep tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's coming. They got Nola going tomorrow. Steve Rolfe says, question for you. Go ahead, Stevie. You type away, buddy. I'll try to answer them as best I can. I'm going to go jump ahead now to the bottom of the second. Alex Trujillo hits a sac fly. Ryan McMahon scores, cuts the lead down to 4-1. CJ Crone would then double in. Jurison Profar cut the lead to 4-2. And then Ryan McMahon would double the center, and CJ Crone would score, cutting that lead to 4-3 by the end of the third inning. And then it would stay pretty much like that. Steve, if you are, go to edgeofphilly.com. Look for Al Safiri. Contact him. He'd be the best person to contact if you are interested. What that would stay pretty much from the bottom of the third to the top of the eighth. Like, it was just really, really kind of a pitcher's duel. You know, Phillies would scatter some hits in and out. The Rockies would scatter some hits, but nobody would cross the plate. So, you know, to me, I kind of feel like this is where I feel like the Phillies are a lot better than they were a year ago. This bullpen is starting to get into rhythm, starting to get into sync. You know, I'll tell you what, the one kid I was impressed with was the kid who came in the eighth inning, Huffman. Huffman he came in, bailed out Bilotti. He didn't look too bad. So, it's nice to see. Here is something that a lot of people aren't talking about. One, Strom back in the bullpen. I think that was great. I think that was great for him to go. You know, how long before Painter gets up here? How long before Painter gets back and starts throwing and gets going? That would be a question, because right now I'm pretty sure they could use him. The starting pitching has got to start kind of got to catch up to the bullpen. The bullpen has been kind of rock solid, and you know, with Alvarado being down now, you pretty much have a mix between Kimbrel, Sir Anthony as your closers for right now until Alvarado gets back. When Alvarado gets back, you can also throw Soto in the mix there too. Steve says tomorrow is a bad day for a hypersensitive crisis. Yeah, it would be. But it's, you know, it's been a Philly Colorado weekend. You know, you got the Phillies out there playing. The Union are out there playing as well. I believe they play tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure. But you know, it's a Philly versus Colorado weekend. Last weekend it was a Philly versus Boston weekend. So I'm going to get back to the game here. We're going to pick things up here in the top of the eighth, wherein Garrett Stubbs knocks a single to right and Cody Clemens scores. It gives the Phillies a 5-3 lead. That would take, you know, they would score, put them up 5-3, and then Tovar would ground out, and CJ Crone would come across the plate and score for the Rockies in the bottom of the eighth, giving it a 5-4 lead, heading into the ninth. And Trey Turner, I thought, had a pretty good at bat in the ninth inning. Gets it set up, and then our boy, you know, our boy in the ninth inning. That's right, MP3 steps in and blasts a 461-foot homer to deep right center. Him and Trey Turner both scored, giving the Phillies a 7-4 lead. That's how it ended. Steve says there were some hard hit balls, but yes, great job of Soto pinch closing for Sir Anth, Jose, and Kimbrel. Yeah, I'm liking it. Like, if this is what, and you got to give Dombrowski a lot of credit. I know a lot of people like to kill Dombrowski. You got to give him credit, man. You really do, because he's really built up the back of this bullpen, which was our Achilles heel a year ago. They're lights out. They're money. And, he got, he had to pay a little bit, but, I mean, he got Soto through a trade, had to give up Maton and Verling. But, I mean, just what we're seeing here, whew, I think it's only going to get better. I think the Phillies are going to really start to roll. And they're not that far behind the Braves. I think they're like, what, 5.5? Braves lost today. So they're probably 5 games behind the Braves now going in. So they're within striking distance, and they haven't played the Braves yet. So I'm looking at it like this, man. The Phillies right now are in prime position. They start making a run. It's getting towards the end of May. Well, we're in the middle of May, technically. But you start getting towards the end of May, next thing you know, it's going to start rolling. So with that being said, I really like with today's game. Definitely saw out, like I said, it was a 7-4 win. Tomorrow's game is going to be pretty good. And starters tomorrow are Kyle Freeland with a 3-4 record, 3.57 ERA. He's got 30 strikeouts, 11 walks. He's 3-4. He'll be opposed by Aaron Nola, who is 3-2 with a 4.44 ERA, 39 Ks, also 11 balls. So, I think that should be in the Phillies' favor right now. Should be right in the Phillies' favor. And, they get that win tomorrow. They go there, break out the brooms on the Rockies. And then hopefully you get set up for the Giants getting ready to come in, getting ready to go out there to San Francisco. But with that being said, guys, real quick, I got to pay some bills. So let's do that right now. Guys, if you need if you need to talk to somebody regarding workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, or criminal law, make sure you check out our guy, David R. Cherry, at 610-565-0300. Let him know that the boys over at EOP sent you. And guys, you're looking for those hot tickets. I know you guys love Taylor Swift. So if you Swifties out there need tickets, make sure you go to sherrystickets.com, type in the promo code EOP10, and you might be able to get in for the last and final show to go see your girl Taylor before she leaves out the area. So again, sherrystickets.com. Guys, Philly sports trips. We already have the dates for these trips. You can go on phillysportstrips.com. I strongly suggest you do. If you are going to do a trip, the tailgate alone is worth the price of the trip. Like I said, I was fortunate enough to do one a year ago. It was unbelievable. So again, guys, phillysportstrips.com. Make sure you get over there. And guys, if you're in the Delco area, you got to go to Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue. I was actually out there today for their wiffle ball, annual wiffle ball thing today, and it was great. Charlie Manuel was there today. Mickey Morandini was there. Mickey Morandini was actually playing wiffle ball. It was pretty cool. Hank Hollis Thomas. I meant to say Tank. Hollis Thomas was there today, chumming it up with everybody. Of course, you had the Philly sports guy. He was there as well. So, guys, if you're in the real area, definitely make it a point to stop by Dolan's Bar. You'll never know who you run in there. Even on just random, Friday and Saturday nights, there will be somebody, you never know who you're going to run into at Dolan's. That's a definite fact. So, I can definitely attest to that, man. I was definitely going. I was definitely there today. So it was pretty cool to see, guys. Charlie Manuel couldn't have been any nicer. Mickey Morandini was, like I said, nice. Hollis was Hollis, good dude. So Steve said, I was PO'd when Maton and Verling were dealt, but Soto was legit. Cave, Pesce aren't ideal, but they're overachieving. I'm not going to say they're overachieving, Steve. I mean, Pesce came with a great thing for being, being really good defensively. He just couldn't hit. That's why the Braves traded him away. The Braves traded him to Oakland, and he kind of ran into the same problem out in Oakland. Now, Pesce's hit a little bit. Cave is what he is. Cave's a bench guy, but I think he's an upgrade on our bench. I really do. I think the Phillies upgraded their bench from a year ago. And I like Nick Maton. I thought Nick could bring, he brought some pop to the Phillies. So, I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see what goes on here. But definitely the National League's gotten a lot better. So, like I said, I'm actually going to give you guys a rundown real quick of the score. Ellis says, Going for a sweep on Sunday. That's right, Ellis. Break out them brooms, man. So, guys, right now we're going to check around the league. And, sorry about that. In the Bronx earlier this afternoon, you had the Yanks coming back. They were down 6-0 in this game. And the only reason I know that is because I actually saw that they were down 6-0. They come back to beat the Rays 9-8 today. It was the Seattle Mariners blanking the Detroit Tigers 5-0. The Reds pull out a win in South Florida over the Miami Marlins 6-5. It was the Twins all over the Cubbies today, 11-1. The Blue Jays beat the Braves 5-2 today. That one was it was kind of back and forth there for a little bit from what I had seen. Rangers and Athletics. Rangers blanked the A's 5-0. It was the Cardinals beating the Red Sox. Chris Sales pitched in that game today, but it was the Cardinals 4-3 beating the Red Sox. The Guardians 8-6 winners over those Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It was the Baltimore Orioles shutting out the Pittsburgh Pirates 2-0. Boy, have the Pirates fallen, huh? Maybe they came back to reality a little bit. It was the Brewers 4-3 over the Kansas City Chiefs. The White Sox beat the Houston Astros today 3-1. The Dodgers double up the Padres 4-2, and it was the Diamondbacks 7-2 over those San Francisco Giants. So there you have the run around the league today, guys. Again, Phillies 7-4 winners today in Colorado. They go tomorrow for the sweep. I am Big Mike. Make sure you check me out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here on Edge of Philly, as me and Pat Bernard. We will not be in studio. We will be actually here on StreamYard on EOP. We will be here tomorrow. So make sure you check us out 9 a.m. for PNM in the AM. We gave Al the day off because Al's got a wife, and I mean, all of us do, but like our wives are glad when we're not in there, they don't care what we do. But Al will not be a part of the show tomorrow. He will be sitting back chilling. So make sure you guys tune in at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And, I got one more comment. People panicked after the first 6. Turns out we were playing some quality teams. Yeah, Steve, you're right. We were playing some quality teams to kick the games off, for the first 6. But, hey, you play who you play. And, just imagine. Reese is probably rehabbing right now to come back. So, guys, this is going to do it for this edition of the Phightins Final. Steve says no bridge jumping tomorrow. Definitely not. And for all of us here at the Phightins Finals, we want to wish the Sixers very good luck tomorrow night, Game 7 in Boston. Sixers, let's shock the world tomorrow. So, guys, I'm Big Mike. Make sure, again, you tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Me and Pat Bernard, PNM in the AM. I will definitely see you guys then.